Is this your king? Huh? Is this your king?
This is your queen?
What's the deal, y'all?
What's good?
What up, though?
It's your girl, the Caribbean Chocolate, Jocelyn Navarro.
Good. It's the one and only Rufus Lawlott.
It's your boy, the Problem, Isaiah Browner. It's the Urban Playboy, Pretty Boy Smooth.
This is the Croc Rocket. Nickelback poppin'. Curls for all the girls. The Perminator, Sam Bam.
This is the more of Irish strong style. The Wild Irish, Riley Rose.
This is Only One Ronda, and you're tuned into.
Now tuned in. You're not tuned in.
Tune in.
Tuned in.
You're tuned in to
Tune in to Marks with Mike.
Marks with Mics.
Marks with Mics.
Marks with Mics.
Marks with Mikes.
Keep it player.
Enjoy the show.
respectfully.
Now somebody hit my music.
Give at Marks with Mike's podcast a shout out. Shout out!
Hey yo. What up, my neighbor? Oh my God! Are you
live. I mean, I believe him. We live?
Hey, we live.
Yo, what's going on? Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we live. Let me see if I remember how to do this. You already know it is by the sound of my voice. That's right, it's what Mr. 6'9" JT back in the building once again, back in this piece, and I'm joined by the co-host L Cheech. What's going on, Cheech?
Yeah. What's going on? And Cheech in La Casa once again, back at it again on this day. Man, what a crazy day. R.I.P. Diddy.
Yeah, R.I.P. Diddy. We're going to get to that too. And also coming live from the Bodega, representing Chi-Town out there. We got Just.
Yeah. It's true. More money, more problems.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of problems. I mean, look, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, I felt like, I should have came on the show talking about some of the greatest theme songs that touch your spirit. But we got that. We also got Wrestlers and Sneakers. We got Diddy did that shit. We also got the Double or Nothing Bill, TNA news, some rumors and news. Before we get there, what is one theme song when you hear it, it just touches your soul? Anybody?
Touches my soul.
And we're talking TV theme songs.
Oh, so not wrestling related, just theme songs in general.
Yeah, just theme songs.
Family Matters.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's kind of biased. It's out there in Chicago, but I feel it. I feel it.
It has to be sitcoms or TV?
Anything TV wise, sitcom, whatever.
Oh shit. The fucking NBA on NBC.
Oh,
all right.
It's coming back. That's coming back, right?
That is coming back in.
Supposedly.
My whole thing is, if y'all gonna come back, make sure you definitely bring the TNT crew inside inside NBA. Bring them.
Barkley's about to get that bag.
Listen, that's gonna be hilarious watching them on TNT every week. But before we go any further, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on our social media platforms, whether it be Get Your Podcast, Marks with Mics. You can also follow Society and Pop Culture 101, Powerbomb Jitsu. Make sure that you are following all our separate social medias. But if I had to name a song that touches my soul when I hear it, y'all already know what I'm about to say. In the heat of the night, That one right there, he said he got trouble from wall to wall. Do you know how much trouble that is from wall to wall? Depending on how big your house is, that's a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Okay. So if we're gonna do another one, I'll do another one. Is come on, if fish don't fry in the kitchen,
beans don't burn
on the grill. We took our lot just to get up that hill. Come on. Definitely touch my soul.
Up in the big leagues, got our turn at bat. As long as we win it, it's you and me, baby.
This one is
with brother. Oh,
we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Dun, 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 dun. Give me a high five. Beautiful guys, dynamite. Okay, my last one. If I had to get one, just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt grow, thinking about it almost had me down. Good times, keeping your head above water, making a way when you can. Temporary layoffs,
good time.
Teasing credit rip off,
good time.
Scratching and surviving,
good times.
Hanging in a child line, good time. Ain't we lucky we got them? Good time. I had to do that.
Classic.
But hold
on. What about this? Okay. What about this one? Keep your head up. What? Keep your head up. That's right.
When homegirls got fight. No, living single. We are living single
in the 90s kind of world.
Man,
that girl was killing it on the rooftop.
Girl.
Only one dancer. That's all they needed.
She killed it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
She killed it.
But we here, man. So let's hop into it real quick. Let's go ahead and start off with these rumors and news. So in the rumors and news bag, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. I mean, we can talk about the soon to be new AEW show that's going to be coming to TNT. We could talk about that. So it was rumored and said by Warner Brothers Discovery that they're looking to bring on a new show for AEW. My question is, do you think that AEW needs another show?
Do they need another show?
Yeah, we're talking about a wrestling program. Now, this past Wednesday, they did debut a new show on TBS's YouTube with Renee Paquette or whatever, where they sit down, they eat, and they watch wrestling matches. But we're talking about a new weekly wrestling show. So right now, as it stands, we have Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, all on TBS. Okay? We're not going to count ROH because you got to pay for that. But do you think AEW needs another TV show on television throughout the week?
I don't know the need. I mean, I wouldn't mind, right? But the thing is, like, with all this time that they actually have with the shows, I think now they're kind of picking up, like, storyline wise and different stuff going on. So maybe, it might work out in the long term. But as of now, I just don't see why would there be another channel. I mean, another show. Are they gonna do like an NWO type of thing with the elite? They have their own fucking wrestling federation type of shit.
I mean, they tried that. Remember, with the CM Punk and Collision thing. What you got over there, Jess?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say no. I mean, there's just so much wrestling going on that I don't know if people will have the time and day to watch another AEW show. I mean, you have MLW that's going on, TNA that's going on, and these, and I'm not being biased at one brand. All of the brands right now are doing dope things.
Yes.
It's been a while since you have like a lot of promotions being hot at one time. Like, if you're not feeling what's going on in WWE, okay, you could go jump in TNA, or you could go jump in AEW, or you could go jump in MLW. You know, even the indie shows, right? New Japan, obviously, right? So, like, I just don't think the wrestling fan wants to see another show from a company that has 5 shows already.
Right. I feel that. I feel that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we used to say wrestling is 25/8, right? You need 25 hours to consume just the bulk of wrestling within a week, right? Which gives you another day. So we're talking about WWE already with Raw, SmackDown, NXT on television. When I say on television, I mean on a TV channel, right? Then you got AEW with Dynamite, Collision, Rampage. These are just television shows. Ain't nobody mentioned the fact that we got Speed on Twitter. Ain't nobody want to mention that we got NWA on the CWA app. Don't nobody want to mention that we got WOW Women of Wrestling on CBS on Saturdays. Don't nobody want to mention that we also got TNA on Thursday on Access. Don't nobody want to mention that we also have all the other shows that they do on YouTube and everything like that. Like TNA has Explosion on YouTube. WWE has Level Up on the network. You also have ROH on the app. Then, not to mention New Japan.
You said main event?
Main event as well. Like, I didn't even mention main event. Like, that's a lot of wrestling to be trying to cover in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And then we talking about adding a 7th show. I can't do it, man. I can't.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much repetitive too. Like, you know, the wrestling viewer, I think right now they just want variety.
Right.
And right now we got enough variety to consume our time and have a life. But then adding one more other thing, it's like, ooh, I don't know. You know, it's like when you at like the cookout or the barbecue, you've had the cornbread dressing, you've had the fried chicken, you had the mac and cheese, you had everything, right? The cabbage, you had it all, right? And then somebody come late, because always somebody come late.
Yeah,
they come in with a whole new dish, and you're like, ooh, I don't know if I have enough room for that, you know.
Yeah, that is so true. And we could definitely relate to that, because I'm one of them late people that show up to the cookout, and I done bought like a whole tray of chicken and ribs, and
right. Maybe some
cheese.
ribs, maybe some ribs or something,
that's a lot to consume. You know what I'm saying? You talking about basically having a smorgasbord of wrestling. Like even at a buffet, you cut yourself off at some point, right?
Yeah.
It's like you be sitting down like, damn, that dessert looked good, but I just had 5 or 6 plates. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't go to Golden Corral and eat all that food and then go to the dessert. Yeah, let me grab this ice cream. Oh, I'm cool. I'm lactose anyways.
Yeah, you be finding excuses not to go there. Oh, the line's too long. They gotta refill it. So yeah, that's exactly. We on the same. We speaking the same language. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's just like you have to just pause.
Yeah, you gotta pause, man. Speaking of pause, I'm gonna hop back into wrestling in a second, but I would be remiss if we didn't pop off on what's going on right now. You said pause. I'm gonna go no Diddy. All right. So, if you haven't seen what happened, what was released today, when it pertains to Diddy, I will warn you. This is a trigger warning. If you haven't seen it, it's some disgusting shit. So remember, not too long ago, Diddy came out with a statement, right? And in this statement, he was like, fully denying, this stuff that they saying about me is not true or whatever. And he was saying all this, right? So he was saying all this, and people were giving him the benefit of the doubt. You know, we wasn't there. We don't know, you know, what actually happened. You had those people out there like Slim Thug and, you know, other influential people out there saying, you know, I'm just going to hold back on my comments and stuff like that till we actually get some footage or actual proof. Right? So then it happened. It hit me like Tina hit Ike inside the limo. It hit me. And not to make any jokes about this, like domestic violence is very real. I myself got the chance to see my dad save countless people, you know what I'm saying, families and stuff. So when I seen the video, it triggered something in me because it's like, come on, dude, this is a whole female. This is a female.
No,
and
I was Diddy coming out that hallway.
Diddy comes out running in the hallway with a towel on, chasing her down because she was trying to leave. And my man, it's not even my man's. I don't even want to say that.
This guy,
Diddy, this guy proceeds to kick her, drag her, throw vases at her, all sorts of things, man. And for me, it's like seeing a man do that is outright disgusting, number one. But to see it, you know, it's one thing to see it in a movie. We seen this in not real time, but we seen it. Like there's no denying.
Exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which according to the lawsuit prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen walk back to the hotel room.
So I'm not trying to watch no more of that, but you understand there's not much you can really defend on that. In the words of 50,
he did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
Okay, he did that shit. Speaking of doing shit, let's talk about this. Let's get on a happier note, I guess you could say. So let's talk about some sneakers. Let's talk about some shoes. So on the new episode of Powerbomb Jetsu, which was going to drop tonight, Dom, Darrell, and I, we were talking about the Young Bucks.
Shout out.
So shout out to the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks got their own shoes. They're going to be doing a collaboration with Reebok with the pumps, right? So they're bringing the pumps back, which is dope. You would have thought that what's the name? You would have thought that John Cena would have grabbed that deal, right? When John Cena used to pump up his shoes,
the Reebok Omni pumps, right?
So the Young Bucks come with the pumps. What if the Young Bucks, every time they got ready to do like a super kick,
they pump
they pump the shoes, or they get ready to hit the elite trigger or whatever.
Right. Or
They
the
pump
next
up.
time that they start to send a troll tweet, they pump their shoes first.
Yeah, like that's this is big for wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those shoes I think come out next year, but we definitely got a definite with these pair of shoes that are coming out by one Roman Reigns. Okay, so Roman Reigns has his own shoe getting ready to be released by Jordan. I think they said that drops January 2025.
But is it not? It's not necessarily like an own model, right? It's pretty much like one of the J's, right? It's just a colorway. Might have something.
So these shoes are actually designed. Roman Reigns actually had input on the design, but the official design of the shoe is a mock of the Jordan 12s, right?
Oh, okay, because that's the way the picture I saw. It was like the 12.
Yeah. So that's a mock picture. So that's not the actual finished product.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's not the finished product, but if it is, I like these already. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bloodline 12s. What you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta definitely acknowledge this, but it's not the first time wrestlers and sneakers have been, popular, right? Let's go back to the early 90s. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but I'm old enough to remember this. WCW had their own shoe deal with Kangaroos. Now, if you don't remember what Kangaroo shoes
that's
is,
the one with the pocket, right? That's the one
with the pocket on the side, bro.
Yeah.
You can hide your ID in there, credit card, dime bag, condoms, all sorts of stuff. You can hide inside the Kangaroo. So,
it couldn't fit mine condoms. Mine was too big for that pocket.
Hey, I hear you over there, but pause, because I don't know why I said hey.
No pause. That's legitimate for real. No.
So check this out. I went back, being the historian that I am, and
are we about to watch the commercial? Tell me you had the commercial.
I had the commercial, but we do have these pairs of Stingers, right? And I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. These are a little bit scuffed up, right? Because these are worn. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna hold you. Like the bottom of them shoes, though.
Yes, the design, the color, because that was Surfer Sting at the time.
That was definitely Surfer Sting. But guess who else had a pair of WCW shoes? The Road Warriors. The War Warriors had one. Lex Luger had his own pair.
Right.
And I believe these are the Rick Steiners.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not buying the Rick Steiners.
No, I mean, listen, I think it was meant to be playful, right? I mean, the rules were mostly for like high school and younger, depending on the model, right? Like,
put on the model.
Yeah.
No, but they actually had good talent. They had Clyde Dexter.
Yeah, they had a full roster, I think.
Yeah, they literally had a nice roster, and then they just fell off like towards the 2000s. It was pretty much over with. But I remember the rules, man. I remember not being able to get a pair of them and not being able to afford them at the time. And now that I'm older, I can possibly get a pair of shoes, but they don't make them in my size. So,
we're gonna have to try to hit Roman up for your size, man.
Listen, I need some Kangaroos. I need them new Bloodline 12s when they drop, and I need them Young Bucks when they drop. But you know who else has a shoe deal? Swerve has a shoe deal as well. So Swerve new shoes are coming out. The AKA I'm not black, I'm black like this. But he has his shoes coming out. So one time for wrestling being tapped in with the sneaker community, and also that wrestling's back taking over. Don't be surprised. Don't not be surprised if Adidas break a check with Cody Rhodes and he end up coming out with the nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Like this gonna be pretty dope seeing this, man. Like that's big time. We got
isn't Shaq and AI like
yeah, they're running Reebok.
Yeah.
Basically. No, but to speak on the sneaker deals and just like the history of it, Adidas did have a line with WWE for a minute.
Oh,
they did like a couple. They did one for Stone Cold Steve Austin when it was Damian Lillard. They had like for Dame shoes. They did like a Stone Cold Steve Austin theme. I know they did a Ric Flair theme for one of their Adidas. But Puma also had a deal with had a license thing with WWE too. They did some stuff with their wrestlers. They had like a exclusive all black Puma suede Puma Clyde. If you know, you know. They had a all black version of that of the Undertaker. So like the insole was like the Undertaker image, and then it came in like the coffin box.
What?
Yeah. So that was like I think that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
They had. So it was really early. I mean, the thing is, like, I think the big one in general is the Jordan brand deal with Roman, just because Nike is like the sneaker brand, right? Like, not to knock anything against Ruse or Reebok or Adidas, but
it's like Nike and then everything else.
Exactly, right? Exactly. So like for Roman to get that deal is like, you kind of broke a huge barrier, what I'm saying? And the thing that I mentioned in the group chat is like, this is the start of something that, okay, so now Roman gets this, maybe some other people might get it. Maybe, Bianca Belair might get something.
Ooh. The ESTs.
Like, yeah, EST 6s, EST 11s. Because like in my opinion, like they have rappers collaborating on Nike brand now. Travis, right? That light skinned Canadian guy we're not gonna talk about. And then of course they have Kendrick, which he's doing my favorite sneaker, the Cortez. So why can't they tap into the wrestlers, right? They have an influence too, right?
Yeah, they got a big influence.
Right, they have a huge influence.
I mean, it's a missed opportunity if you're not crossing over with wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Like if Under Armour can just give The Rock a deal just off the sense of him being The Rock, then we can give deals to wrestlers when it comes to these shoes. But you asked for it, bro, and I think I actually got it. So I think I am going to play it.
Whoa, totally way chill, California. Yo, cool muscle dude, Sting Man. Like what Sting like wearing his feet? Ruse, dude. Ruse, shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff. It's Power Piston Muscle Monster Total Package Lex Luger. Mr. Total, what's on your 2 feet? Ruse. Ruse, shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff. Look out! It's the mutant psycho savage, no mercy, demolition scream! Legion of Doom! What do road warriors wear on the road to destruction? Ruse. Ruse! Shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff. Whoa, doggy, down, doggy, a half dozen dogs, hot dogging, doing the dog, double time. So what dog's favorite style to wear on his dog? Ruse! Ruse! Shoes for your feet.
Yo,
you get a pocket for your stuff.
Yeah. Yo, bring rules back and bring them back in full effect. Not just for the retro stuff, and make the pockets bigger because I'm gonna start putting my cell phone there. But but yo, that's dope, man. Like, who would have thought it?
Yeah, it's hella dope.
Speaking of dope, man, these rumors and news have been kind of everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if y'all been looking at like the QR codes that were released today on the WWE Twitch with far as the revealing of one Uncle Howdy and how they tied back into that whole QR code segment with Bray Wyatt and the therapist. So they actually put like the whole, you know, therapist missing and everything, and they went.
Dude,
back
I thought I got an Amber Alert. No lie. When I got that QR code, I was like, "Yo, is somebody missing here? What is this?"
I'm not gonna hold you, man. This has been pretty dope. Like, you know, it's taking me back to when Bray Wyatt was coming back and everything with the QR code. So this is not like the White Rabbit thing, but I like the way this is going because it's revealing pieces by piece. The last one they just did reveal Bo Leave in a video on YouTube. The video they had up the other day had footage of Kane. Bray Wyatt's first opponent was Kane. You know what I'm saying? So I like what they're doing with that. Also, inside the rumors of news, it was confirmed, I guess you could say, or is this news? So WWE will not be running the Spear as far as Raw and SmackDowns go. They won't be running the Spear inside Vegas. They're gonna be running the MGM. Okay, but they didn't say anything about NXT though. So, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think NXT is big enough as with a buzz to pack out the Spear if they go that route? Because no wrestling show has ran inside the Spear yet.
I think NXT could do it. I mean, given the amount of advertisement and the hype that that has right now, I think it could. It's just like, where are they gonna put the ring?
Yeah, that was a big thing because people were saying, like, you know, far as the way the seating is set up in there is set up like a theater, right?
Right.
But we go out here to AIW in Cleveland, and they are set up inside of a theater right now. And when I tell you it's a nice intimate look, they can really do something with this, right? So if they're able to do this and pull this off, it's gonna be big. You know what I'm saying? The first wrestling company to run into the Spear, run a show. I mean, my thing is, I don't care who does it. Just the simple fact that you can advertise on the Spear your event, and you got this big giant. Just imagine a big giant Kenny Omega or a big Darby Allin face, or, you know, a big Roman Reigns,
Elektra Lopez on the Spear. You know,
Elektra Lopez.
So who you think will do it first, UFC or WWE?
I'm gonna go, if WWE is passing on it right now, and we ain't confirmed NXT yet, then I'm gonna say UFC, because Vegas is really their backyard. You know what I'm saying? That's their backyard. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't, you know, tiptoe too much on that. But if WWE doesn't do it, I can see Dana White put in a UFC event there, or Power Slap. Which, get this, Dana White says, if you combine the views of all major sports, Power Slap is beating them in views times 6. I don't know what Steiner math he's doing, because Power Slap is not outdrawing the NBA or NHL or MLB right now when it comes to views.
Definitely not PGA. I can tell you that right now. No, definitely not PGA.
Yeah. Well, we can't see who joined us on IG. Shout out to everybody checking us out on IG. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you got your phone on IG. Let me know who all tuned in, because I can't look.
I just got a text telling me that you being it.
All right.
Not acknowledging him.
If y'all on IG, click on the link in the bio and hop on the YouTube page. That way we can hear y'all comments and stuff like that, because we can't see them on IG. StreamYard got to get that fixed. Luckily, they got my stream fixed this week, and we didn't waste like 13 minutes on the air. But I think Dana White is definitely inhaling helium. Yeah, big cap on that one. But let's move on to more rumors and news. The last bit of rumors and news. So it was a rumor circulating that Tiffany Stratton posted this video on her IG, and if y'all seen the video shows Tiffany Stratton going to knock Jade Cargill off the apron, and inside the audio it says, "Take this black bitch." Okay. Now, I don't know if she listened to the audio before reposting, or she got tagged in it and then reposted it without, listening to it. I don't know if it was a real thing or not. I mean, apparently there's no heat on her for that. But all I can say is be mindful with the things you repost. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the audio first, because I'm not gonna hold you. That could have went totally left. And it's kind of hard because you already got brothers out here foaming out the mouth for calling her their milk of magnesia, top shelf milk, almond milk, stuff like that. But we just got to be mindful about what we repost. But in the other rumor side, hold
on, what did she say about it? Did she have anything to say about it?
She never addressed it. The thing, the thing that I learned, right, it's not what people call you, is what you respond to, right? So if you respond to it, automatically you are within association with what people are saying. If you don't respond to it, then it's like, this person didn't say nothing to it, so I guess it ain't holding up nothing, right?
Right.
But in other rumors and news, there was a rumor out there saying that the match got pulled, and then Twitter goes crazy saying that Bianca Belair is pregnant. Now, it didn't go. I mean, it doesn't get any better that Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins trolled the internet by changing his bio, father of 3, father of 4, father of 8 at one point. And then after that, Dawkins put the same thing on his, and someone said, "Oh shit, Dawkins pregnant." It's like, it's kind of fucked up.
A whole Murray episode.
Yeah, a whole entire Murray type of moment. But I thought that was hilarious. Just popping into the room of the news mill.
Who thinks of that? Why is that the automatically? Why do you think that? Just because her match got pulled, you think, oh, she's pregnant? Why?
And the thing is, her match wasn't even pulled. Like, she was the first match out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tiffany Stratton kicked her in the stomach, and someone posted on Twitter, "Oh shit, she just kicked the baby."
See,
like,
man, these sweaty ass fans be reaching. You know what I'm saying? They be reaching so hard for some followers and for some likes.
I don't know, man.
Come on, go back in your mama's basement.
No, don't tell them that, because they will definitely take you up on that.
Come for me. Go ahead. I don't care.
I don't know, but these type of fans you gotta watch out for, because these are type of fans that go to a wrestling show and try to touch the females, try to tell them how to dress. Only thing I gotta say is these some freaky ass motherfuckers.
Real quick, man, look at what my dog did. Fucking chewed.
You chewed up Razor Ramon?
Ramon.
No.
And she fucked up fucking Sting's arm, dog.
No.
Bad, dog. Well, the value on those just went down, buddy. Yo, if there's anybody know how to repair action figures, drop a comment inside the YouTube or Twitter or something. But
Razor, oh my god,
yeah, and that's classic Razor with the promo outside.
Yeah, the promo outfit. I just saw Shock Lines selling that shirt.
Yo, shout out to the old '90s design. So they actually did a Jey Uso shirt similar to how they used to do the shirts in the '90s.
The all over print, like the big print. Yeah.
Yo, I like that. I like somebody said it looked like a gas station T-shirt. I'm like, y'all don't know hoops.
Oh my god, please. We don't even have time to talk about trunk merchandise, gas station merchandise.
That's definitely not gas station. That's top shelf right there.
Yeah.
Buddy.
But what I'm saying is, like, back in the day when people were making their own shirts, some of them were, you know, the unlicensed. Some of those were like way doper than the ones that were putting out there in stores.
I'm not gonna hold you. The only shirt I could think about that someone made by themselves, only because I probably watched the show before I got on here. Remember the episode of Martin had lost his job and there was a Whitney Houston concert, and bro man made the shirts
on the 5th.
Bro man couldn't spell, he couldn't read, so he put Winnie Hutton on the t-shirt.
Winnie Hutton.
And it's a picture of bro man in a bad wig. And she's like, "Did you make any money?" He's like, "No, it's a picture of bro man in a wig. They chased us, Gina. What's bro man? I don't know. He was running with the slow bop. Gina." You know what I'm saying? So,
but tell me something.
Go ahead.
You would wear a Whitney Hutton shirt right now, right? Just because of what it's referencing, right?
Yeah, nostalgia. Yeah. Matter of fact, hey, if you listening, bro, man, release that t-shirt right now. I guarantee you make some money. Mm-hmm. Hand over fist.
And I need the Gordon Cantrell, if you know, you know.
Man, listen.
I can tuck it into my stocks, if you know.
Listen, we got time to school these people. What else we got? But let's hop into, you know, what happened. Let's catch up on this King of the Ring qualifier tournament. So this past week on Raw and SmackDown, we continue with the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. So we did have some dope matches come out of this. We had some good matchups. We had on the Raw side, we had Jey Uso going up against Dragunov. Now, a lot of people were upset that Dragunov lost the match. Okay, first of all, you're not about to get Gunther versus Dragunov that quick.
Right, that's exactly where I was going. Yep.
We gotta let that cook. You gotta let it simmer. You gotta
let it prep first.
You gotta prep. You gotta let that thing marinate for a minute. As a matter of fact, sometimes you gotta be like Lil Wayne and let the beat build. You know what I'm saying? Let it build up. Ooh. Bring in everything real slow. You know what I'm saying? Bring in that percussion. You know, bring in the sample. Bring in the extra instruments and all that stuff. But you just don't just throw everything out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we got that scenario. People are upset about that. Wrestling fans are never satisfied.
Why would they give that away on a free Raw?
A free Raw, or even that King of the Ring, he just got to the main roster.
Exactly.
Let's say that match for Germany.
Yeah. Let's say that for SummerSlam or WrestleMania, Las Vegas.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need that match right off the bat whatsoever. Okay. Also we have from the Raw side, Gunther had this match with Kofi. Kofi Kingston ain't gonna have no chest.
Hey, I saw you tweeting. We tweeted about the man's chest. I thought about a tweet about him having like that Goku chest with the hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you had a tweet about him having some flat ass chest, like it was gonna be just nothing left on there.
So that clip came from Mortal Kombat. Remember?
Yes, yeah. When he took his soul,
every time Gunther slapped him in the chest, the only thing I thought about was your soul is mine. But so on the man side, we had Gunther winning his match or whatever, and he won this match. We also had Jey Uso coming out on the men's side. So inside the semifinals, we got Jey Uso versus Gunther. Who is winning on the Raw side?
I might have to give it to Yeet.
Okay. You got Jey Uso. What you got over there, Cheech? Turn on your mic, Papa.
Yeah, I got Jay. I'm gonna go with Jay. on Raw and Tama Tonga on SmackDown.
Ooh. This is something man.
Yo, this dude.
Oh, I forgot. You know what? Let's bring that up real quick. And
you don't have to.
No, fuck that. You said this dude. Listen, if you was on Twitter, IG, Eddie Winslow was trending, and he was trending because he was with Sydney Starr, and they were teasing that there was some content with the two of them doing some scenes, right?
Oh no, hold on. School me. I didn't see this.
Okay, so
I've been at work all day. Let's bring me up.
All right, so bring up the speed. So if you don't know who Sydney Starr is the person that accused Shingy some years back about having relationships with her. Right. She's a transsexual female, and her and Eddie Winslow have been friends for years, right?
Right.
There's McCrae. Well, the other day they teased the video and went viral. It went viral because when you see Darius McCrae, you only see Eddie Winslow, and that's not his fault. You know, that's because of the amount of roles that he's had. I mean, he's played in quite a few movies, but we know him as Eddie Winslow. So when the internet seen it, it went crazy. There was memes of Laura crying. There was the meme that I just played. There was the meme of Harriet inside of inside of her her robe.
She's embracing herself.
Yeah, got her hands on the hips and stuff. Like there was the meme of Steve, you know, kind of looking around and stuff. Right. So that did pop off. But back to what you said, Cheech. So you said Tama Tonga and Jay Uso. So that's a nice little tease for Usos versus God. Eventually, we're gonna get that. And I say we should get it at SummerSlam, not because we're gonna be inside the building, but you know, just because we should get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, on the Raw side, let me see. You had Damian Priest confront Drew McIntyre, basically read him his rights. Yo, this all your fault. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was leave. And it remind me of what my girl Queen Tiff said over there for Down for the Count podcast.
Shout out.
All you had to do was leave. You could have left with your wife, but you made CM Punk more important than your wife. Only thing you had to do was leave, and you got your ass whooped by a person who had one arm at the time. So it looks like Drew McIntyre will be challenging him. I want to say he's going to end up challenging him probably at Clash at the Castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
Not the Saudi show.
Nah, I don't. If they do it at the Saudi show, then I mean, there's room on the card for it at this point. There's some room on the card because right now you're gonna have the semifinal. The two semifinal matches for the one for the men, one for the women, and right now you have Cody versus Logan Paul, which we found out tonight on SmackDown that he was like, hey, I never said I was going to defend my title. No, I want your title. So how do you feel about the U.S. title not being on the line? Because to be honest, he said that, Cody, you ain't done nothing to deserve a shot at my title. You ain't done nothing either, Logan. Like the only thing you did was win your last match the same way as Cody. So I say if we're gonna do it, it need to be title for title. We need to stop pussyfooting and go ahead and get the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, Logan will have to catch another L. Right now, this man is like 10-1. His only loss is to Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, and the same thing that goes for Cody. Cody's been on the undefeated streak, coming into the WrestleMania season and post afterwards. So I say put both titles on the line. What y'all think?
I see why not. I mean, I think he said this is the only title that he hasn't had. Once he gets this, he's a Grand Slam. Mm-hmm. So I don't see why not he shouldn't.
All right, what you got over there, El Cheech? In the studio.
I don't see the purpose of the United States being involved. You know, it's not like, okay, when let's say Cena had it or back in the day. So even though that will make him a Grand Slam winner, but it's like how, you know what I mean? Like you say, he didn't do nothing to earn it. It's pretty much because the guy that has it want to challenge you for the belt. So, you know, no storyline in the sense of he fought to get there. It's like, okay, let's put him. And we know that he's not going to win. You know, he's not going to lose it. So, you know, they should have just kept it like that. With titles, you know, everybody takes all titles, but that's the thing. Like, you know, for Cody to have that belt, it's just meaningless. You know what I mean? To be honest. So, I guess it was the best way just to say it. They should have say that from the get-go. Fucking stupid idiots.
I think my thing is, I see what Cheech is saying, because the U.S. title on Cody would kind of be meaningless anyway. It was just like just checking off. Okay, I got the U.S. title. That's it. But for me, I just want to off Logan Paul so that it could be on a wrestler. You know, somebody more deserving than Logan Paul. Even though I think he's doing okay, but I would like somebody else to have it.
Yeah, maybe like a LA Knight or somebody.
LA Knight, Santos Escobar. You know what I'm saying? There's so many talent now than ever before that, you know, I think Logan Paul had his run, and I think it's okay if he doesn't have the title.
I'm with you on that. Speaking of this King and Queen of the Ring, so you had Io Sky go over Shayna Baszler. You also had Becky Lynch win via disqualification over Dakota Kai. So on the women's side, on the Raw side, we got Io versus Becky. Who do you think is going to be coming out on this? And more importantly, who is your Queen of the Ring?
See, this is tough. Like, who really needs the Queen of the Ring between these two, right?
I mean, between the four women.
Okay.
Because on the SmackDown side, we have Bianca Belair and Nia Jax.
Right.
So what you thinking? Who need it?
That's tough. Of course, I mean, because when you do these Queen of the Ring tournaments, supposed to be for the next and coming up. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Nia Jax win.
Okay. So you got Nia. What you got over there, Cheech?
What was that again?
Who you got woman on the women's side for the Queen of the Ring? Who's your Queen of the Ring winner?
Damn, to be honest. So who's in it? Jade and the girl that came up from NXT?
So Jade actually lost.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Jade lost tonight on SmackDown.
Against who?
Against Nia Jax via disqualification.
Okay.
All right. So this was via disqualification, and unfortunately, Jade suffered her first loss, but not a real loss because this is DQ. But
she's protected. She didn't get pinned.
I mean, but both of them were protected. Neither one of them got pinned at the end of the day, because you don't want to mess up what you got going on with Nia Jax. You don't want to mess up what you got going on with Jade Cargill, and eventually we're going to get a big match out of this. You know what I'm saying? we gonna get a big match out of this whole ordeal between Jade and Nia Jax. I'm not sure where we're gonna have it, but we're gonna have a big match. But during the match, it was hilarious. It was funny because Jade was on the outside of the ring, and Jade goes over to her daughter, like to kind of, console her because mommy was getting her ass whooped at the time. And Nia Jax just yeets her ass back and, tells her to her face, your mama suck. And Bailey, her daughter, that's her daughter's name. No, she doesn't. And it's like, that was real cute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about kids don't play about their parents, especially at that young age. Like Nia's pretty lucky that she didn't hop over the guard world and probably start laying in some punches, because I done seen kids hop into their mama's fight just because mama wasn't on the winning end. You know what I'm saying? But that was too cute. Just seeing that, man. It really was, like, seeing the little girl. No, not my mama. You ain't talking about my mama. Like, I could just see all the shit talking.
Yeah, that reminds me of the time. Remember Lacey Evans' daughter almost got Sasha Banks with the little slap?
Yeah.
She almost caught her. She almost caught her with the
Run around like this. Your mom sucks. That was too far. Nia Jax.
But you love to see stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you do.
I mean, that takes you back to when, remember, $1 Million Man was when he would mess with that kid, right? Remember
with the basketball?
With the basketball, got to 9, kicked the ball away.
That was messed up, bro. If you could dribble the basketball 10 times, I got $1,000 for you. Kicks the ball
at 9.
At 9. That's a sick individual, bro.
Bro.
Very, very sick.
Bro. But did you hear they did give him the money at the end of the show? I don't know if you know that.
No, see, I didn't know that. I'm glad.
Okay. So Rich Pritchard, because they were talking about $1 Million Man on their episode, and he just let the cat out the bag. He said, "Yeah, at the end of the episode, we took pictures and gave the money to the mom and the son."
Is that what he said? Because I ain't seen no proof of it, and I ain't seen no proof. So at this point, I kind of feel
it's all hearsay.
It's all hearsay. Like, Bruce Pritchard, come on,
because we understood that this nigga was clearly lying.
And don't forget, Virgil was there too. Like, come on, Virgil, man. Like,
R.I.P. Meat Sauce, man. Also, R.I.P. to Shad Gaspar. It was 3 years ago this day that, Ristus like to save the son, and they end up finding him, a day or so later. He died heroically, in any way a father will want to protect their children. So rest in peace to that. Today is also the anniversary of the day that Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of WWE. 3 years ago to this day. So we got all that going on. I was watching Raw.
How that turned out for them?
It turned out good. I mean, both of them was able to make money. Both of them was able to expand their brand. So
one is back. So that well.
I mean, for Naomi, I think it went pretty good because Naomi was able to go to TNA, sharpen up her skills, become a knockout champion, get some lineage underneath her name outside of WWE. So I think that's big. Same thing for Sasha Banks. The IWGP Women's Champion had a chance to become the first ever New Japan Strong Women's Champion, but we know how that turned out. But let's talk about something else that happened on Raw wise. So I don't know if y'all caught this. Damian Priest was with Dominic Mysterio, and he was talking to him. He was like, "Oh, yo, everything cool with you and Rhea?" It's like, "Yeah, we straight." And then later on, you see like a picture of Dominic's bandana and Rhea Ripley not Rhea Ripley, but Liv Morgan's pocket. And that only left me to one thing to say. Dominic is out here in these streets, and he out here creeping. My man is creeping.
He said creeping. Creep, creep. Say it for me 4 times. Creep, 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 creep.
I mean, I feel it. Ain't no ring on it, you know. So
he want that Liv Ochata. You know what I'm saying?
No, he want that Liv Morgan. I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at him. Who else don't want the Swiss Sweet princess over there? You know what I'm saying? the backwood queen. You know what I'm saying? The paper plane is scoring there. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Liv Morgan. You know,
come on now.
Top shelf milk right there.
Let's go. 100% organic
milk. Also on Raw, we got the return of Lillian Garcia.
Yo, shout out.
Yeah, we got Lillian Garcia, one of the OG female announcers. That was a cool moment seeing her and Samantha Irvin inside the ring. Garcia kind of paved the way.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to give her a big ups. It was just funny. I seen the picture after the show. It's a picture of her and Triple H together. We remember the last time, you know, she announced Triple H as the former champion. And he chased the ass out the arena and shit. So I remember that. That was like I think that was like the post show from Backlash after the Elimination Chamber event where Goldberg came out champion.
Was it Backlash? Okay, maybe you're right.
I think it was Backlash. I know it wasn't like Elimination Chamber because we didn't have like themed pay-per-views at the time named after matches. You know what I'm saying?
Was it Unforgiven?
It could have been Unforgiven. It was one of those.
Okay.
But we all, you know, we got that going on inside there. What else do we have coming off the Raw tip? I think that was pretty much it for Raw as far as anything that I wanted to highlight. I mean, you know, you had Chad Gable slapping up Otis because they wasn't listening to what he was saying. You also had Tozawa getting slapped up too after the match. So I think eventually Alpha Academy is going to be over with and Team Gable was coming. Who's going to be a part of Team Gable? I'm going to go ahead and say the Creed brothers because those are the only people that I can see fit in the mold of what Chad Gable's trying to do. What y'all think?
Yeah. Ivy Nile, maybe, if you know.
Yeah, I could see them, everyone being replaced and him going that route. I'm not mad at that. But on the SmackDown side, the Smack Beezy for the King and Queen of the Ring, we already mentioned this match. We already mentioned the outcome for the two on the bottom. So then we had the two at the top. Tamalonga. I'm sorry, not Tamalonga. Tamatonga. This guy had a backstage segment, and my man was growling in the background. He had, mind you, he's been with the company 3 weeks plus and hasn't said one word yet. Think about that.
Right.
And the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, you know, he's growling and shit. So the first thing people thought of, they thought about this from from Ace Ventura when Tommy Davis was right. You know,
when nature calls, Ace Ventura. When nature calls,
yeah. When they, I did not know the Wachuchu were biters. You know what I'm saying? So people thought of that. The first thing I thought of was this from what's the name of that show? The Wild Thornberries with Donnie.
Oh yeah, the Nickelodeon. You know what's crazy? Not on AAPI month is we doing this, but
hey, listen.
You know, but however, AAPI and NH is also for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. So, but hey, we're here, so
we ain't going nowhere. But we had Tamatonga coming out on top. And then for the Randy Orton Carmelo Hayes match, we had Randy Orton coming out on top.
Yeah, pause.
So you said Tama Tonga is gonna beat Randy Orton, and we're gonna get Tama Tonga versus Jey Uso, Cheech.
What was that?
I'm not, you said earlier that the finals inside of the men's King of the Ring, we're gonna have Jay versus Tama Tonga. That what you said.
Yeah, I could see that, because I mean, not the fact that Haku was once known by King Haku, you know, so the connection is there, you know what I mean? So King Tonga, you know, if they go with that route, yeah, I don't see nobody else winning, you know. Did Gunther lose again already?
No, Gunther is
this
inside.
Monday.
This
right?
is this Monday versus Jey Uso.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he beat Sheamus, right?
He beat Sheamus and Kofi.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's you know, that'll be a nice little match. But then again, is it Jimmy or Jay the one that can travel?
Jimmy can travel now. He just can't travel to, you know, the UK right now, but he can travel to Saudi Arabia, you know, because he was at the last show in Saudi. So he could definitely travel, but you know what I'm saying, it's just like at this point that would be cool if Jimmy popped up in the midst of that match, but I just don't see Tama Tonga beating Randy Orton. What about you, Jess?
You know, as much as like I want to say Randy Orton's going to beat Tama, I don't think Randy Orton needs this. And this is going to do more for Tama Tonga than it's going to do for Randy Orton, because I think Randy Orton is basically helping the new people come up, right? He's being that guy now. So I feel like, because if you saw in this match, Carmelo Hayes was really attacking Randy Orton's leg. So I feel it's going to play a factor into the match with him and Tama Tonga. So, you know, I feel like they're going to go play on that route. So I could see Tama Tonga winning.
You have a firm grasp on the obvious, buddy. You really do.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if he's attacking the leg, I kind of expect Tama Tonga to attack his leg. But no, I don't know, because this is kind of tough. I mean, does Randy need it? No. Does Jey Uso really need it? Because he's kind of he's already a made man right now.
Right.
I mean, he's over.
Right.
So the only possibility right now, going back to Cheech, will be Tama Tonga. He needs it.
Yes.
Because he's new. He's a new established star.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I take everything I said back before about, you know, you possibly being wrong about your pick. That's on me. Hey, listen, I'll take that blame. At the end of the day.
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
Green right.
That's like my favorite video, bro. He got the Red Ranger with the damn towel on his head. Oh man. But you know, that's gonna be pretty dope. So this King and Queen of the Ring tournament is shaping up to be a real good one. If I had to give my picks to win on the women's side, I am going to go with Bianca Belair. Even though she doesn't need it, right? She really doesn't. Mm-hmm. I just think Becky doesn't need it either. Mm-hmm. Io Sky really doesn't need it.
Right.
I mean, the only everybody who's in the finals of this really doesn't need it. The only person out of on both sides who needs it, who isn't established, is Tama Tonga. Now, when it does come down to the women's side, only reason why I'm saying Bianca, because I would like to see a reign of a Queen Bianca. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to see a Queen Becky Lynch. I wouldn't mind seeing the Queen Io Sky though.
Right.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, but how does that work with Asuka being the Empress of Tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of clashing going on right there. You know what I'm saying? But let's do a real quick TNA update.
TNA.
Real quick TNA update. So TNA is pushing on all cylinders. This past week, we had Ryan Nemeth get involved inside TNA. He hopped the barricade to go in and save, out of all people, Matt Hardy from being jumped. Matt Hardy has had no interaction with Ryan Nemeth, and this goes back far as AEW. But I guess Ryan Nemeth was, getting revenge for his brother, who was taken out storyline wise. But we know what really happened with that. My man had to go down to AAA, go grab some hardware, put around his waist. But we got that on the TNA update. We also got on the TNA update. We had a return of Marty Bell going up against Jordan Grace. One time for the beautiful Marty Bell.
Come on.
It don't make no sense to be that fine. So I'm happy that she back. We ain't seen her in a little minute. Thank God. God is still inside of the blessing business because he blessed us with Marty Bell. We also got the return of Giselle coming up as well. She'll be coming back as well. And
that division is gonna be stacked now too.
Yeah, they division. People sleep on TNA only because TNA has a niche fan base. You know what I'm saying? It's very niche. You know what I'm saying? It's not the
See, I think the knockouts are kind of at the same level as all the other rosters. I think the men part is the niche part.
That is a good analogy.
Right, because I don't know, man, I feel like ever since 2011, 2012, it's always been TNA knockouts, the women's division, always and forever,
Oh yeah, the women have been cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The women been cooking every week. There's not a dull moment when it does come down to the women. But one time for women's wrestling, period.
Shout out.
We got a lot of women's wrestling this week. You had two matches on Raw, 2 matches on SmackDown. You had 3 last week on both programs. Total of 6. Then you got to talk about AEW. AEW had Toni Storm out there putting on a nice match. She came out victorious.
And if you notice, not to cut you off, my man, if you notice, they have the Toni Storm segment around that 7:45 to 8 o'clock, that prime time spot.
Mm-hmm.
So they always know that she's a draw at that time.
Got you. Yeah, she is a draw though. Toni Storm has really help rejuvenate the women's division. I mean, because think about it. When you go back to the women's division and the original pillars of the AEW women's division, a lot of the OGs are not either there or they're sidelined.
Come on, man, right?
They're either sidelined or they're not there at all. Jade, not there. Britt Baker, sideline. You got Nyla Rose. She's on ROH. Rio. She comes in every once in a while,
right?
But then you got also
right.
What's her name?
Sheeta.
Yes, Sheeta. She comes in, but she's more so on ROH now. So there's a lot going on. So Toni Storm really helped grab it by the rinks there, along with Willow Nightingale,
right.
TBS champion, who had a fire segment with Mercedes Moné.
That contract signing.
Man, listen, if you wasn't a fan of Willow after that segment, you need to be a fan, because the way Willow cut that promo, put Mercedes through the table. Listen, my guy, I only have one thing to say to all that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Listen, these women are cooking, and they cooking up real nice. So shout out to women's wrestling. Period. Last thing on the agenda, we got to talk about this build for Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing is turning out to be an awesome card, right? So
always,
of course, we got the matches right here. They're already set in stone. Starting from the bottom, Roger Strong versus Will Ospreay, International Championship. AEW's Women Championship, Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb. Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. AEW World Championship, Christian Cage versus Swerve, which this past week, Christian Cage's family busted open Swerve.
Yeah, man. What's up with that?
Had him leaking, took out a picture of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? You know, he says something along the lines, you know, here's your daughter, and you know, something about him not being around, being a part-time dad or some shit. That was right at the jugular. You also had this match announced as well: Moxley versus Takeshita for. And this is not even a championship match; it's an eliminator championship match. So if y'all don't know how eliminator championship matches work, if the challenger beats the champion, then he gets a title shot.
So it's basically 2013 WWE booking.
Basically.
What up, Daddy Will?
Daddy Will, shout out, man. Bot shots and chair shots. Make sure y'all go check them out. They just dropped. They just dropped a few episodes. They got the 420 episode that dropped not too long ago. They had an episode.
News, yeah,
Nerdy News, Hot Pot. Like there's a lot going on. Make sure y'all follow and tune into the page. There's always something dropping over there.
Facts.
Real talk, man. Hey, there's no problem. You family, bro. So we're gonna definitely plug you. What else? Oh, we also had this match announced as well. So we had the match between, I want to say it was Adam Copeland,
right, and
Malachi Black.
Kyle? Oh, Malachi Black. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that match looked like that will probably take off at Double or Nothing 2. If he loses, he has to, I guess, bend the knee to the House of Black. That
very suggestive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, I don't make the rules. this shit writes itself. It writes itself.
Bend your knee. Like, whoa, what?
Moxley looks in incredible shape, by the way.
Who is that in the back with the tat?
You talking about with the tattoos?
Yeah.
I don't know who she is, but cut the check, Tony.
Come on now. Let's talk about that. Yep.
Cut the check, Tony. Also, Darby Allin returned.
Oh, this guy. Oh my gosh.
So usually y'all won't catch me quoting Brian Alvarez a lot, but Darby Allin knows that he's not 100%. He still got a limp, and his nose was broken by a fucking bus, and he thinks a beam hit him in the head when Dax did the suplex. So he needs to go to the hospital or something, but he vows to see us next time. Listen, at this point, and I said this on Powerbomb Jitsu, Darby Allin is a signed superhuman. If you don't know who superhuman is, he does the videos every other week. This is for the gigolos and the gigolettes. I hope you like it. Don't try this at home. Whoop whoop. Fuck this shit. and he jumps on a microwave with barbed wire and light tubes. That is Darby Allin in a nutshell.
Right.
That, like, at this point, do I believe that the bus hit him, or did he hop in front of the bus trying to do a jackass segment? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah, you could believe both. I mean, Darby Allin has the same superpowers as Samuel Jackson in that movie Unbreakable.
Yeah,
that's who he is. Whatever he can do, he can't break. Will though put this comment out here. Why is that girl looking at him like that? He is a married man. I think because she wanted the dirty deeds.
She wanted the dirty deeds. No, but that right there, man, is definitely it's crazy. I mean, Derby, God gives us a lot of signs. He gives us a lot of visible signs and invisible signs. When you broke your foot, that was his sign to tell you do not climb Mount Everest. Okay, when you got hit by that bus, that was his sign to tell you to sit your ass down somewhere.
Yeah,
sit your ass down.
I mean, there's been a bunch of times on just Dynamite alone where the spot that glass, right, when he landed on the glass with the two chairs from the lantern.
Yeah,
and he survived. I mean, that's a sign right there, man. You know.
Yeah, and the words of JR, enough's enough. Sit your ass down somewhere. Sit your ass down, because this shit is this is happening too frequently.
Yeah,
you're not 100%. You still got a limp. Your nose is still broken. Like,
it's crazy. I never wanted to.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
I like Darby Allin when he was on the Evolve and stuff like that in the wrestling scene, but I never thought I would put him and Goldberg in the same conversation. They just can't have a regular match, you know.
They can't, and it's not a knock at Darby. I mean, we all need a Jeff Hardy, but right now you need to slow down. You tagged with Sting for 2 years and you ain't learned shit. Like. Granted, like every match you had with Sting had some type of extra shit that wasn't needed in a match, but Sting is wrestling at 60 plus because he slowed the fuck down.
Right.
Okay. Derby's on constant go mode. He needs some reeling in the sun. You got to slow down.
Right.
Real talk.
Or maybe he needs them Sting rules, man.
Yo, back to the Sting rules.
The pocket got, all the betadies, extra bandage, you know what I'm saying? Band-aids you could fit in there.
I don't know. Knowing him, Darby Allin probably put thumbtacks inside the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Nails.
Oh, damn.
Real glass.
I'm telling you, that could be in a match, dude.
Yeah. We also had on AEW Jungle Boy and Tony Schiavone moment.
Oh,
so he stood over Tony and poured a drink on top of his head. They are really.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't mind Jungle Boy on commentary.
Me neither.
You know,
I don't mind him inside of it at all. But this anarchy in the arena, because last week I kept calling him the Stadium Stampede. But here's it's the same fucking rules.
Yes.
So, it's the same match. That's like
just like when people say, "Oh, it's a street fight" or "It's a hardcore match." It's like, isn't it the same thing?
Same thing. TLC is a hardcore match.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No disqualification.
The only thing that makes it different is that if they throw in false count anywhere.
That's the only determining factor to separate the two matches. That's the only determining factor. But Double or Nothing is looking like it's going to be a great card.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's a sellout for them. I wish the best. I wish the best. I mean, it's 7 days away. Next Sunday. So hopefully this does something big for them. I'd rather have them, have a sellout crowd for a pay-per-view than not. because I think it was last year's Double or Nothing. It didn't look too good as far as the crowd attendance. I hope this year is different for them. Real talk.
Yeah.
Because
also last year too, there was a lot of turmoil and drama between the rosters, right? At this time.
Yeah.
So this time it seems like everyone's like, getting along. But this one's unique too because like they have Mercedes and Willow main eventing this one, right?
Yeah.
So that alone is unique enough to sell out,
Yeah, it's Mercedes' first match in AEW. Mm-hmm. So, it needs to sell out. I want this to be a great card. But I think we touched on majority of everything.
Yep.
Will said that is the deciding match. It really is. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, since we done touched on everything, do you have anything you want to get off your chest?
No, I mean, get your episodes up. Sweaty Session, we did a wrestling's hot sauce, so we did that, me and the homie Vince, so check that out.
Shout out to Vince.
Shout out to the Poppy, man. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his things. Poppy is also going to be on Smack It Raw. That's going to be Saturday. Check them out as well. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm doing something with Kyle from the Apron Bump soon.
Nice.
I'm also trying to launch the Getcho YouTube channel, which is Getcho316. We only got like a couple of videos up on there, so please subscribe, check us out. I'm trying to be like y'all. I'm trying to be like Botch Chair Shots, trying to be like Smacking It Raw, trying to be like Marks and Mikes, trying to get on the YouTube wave and see how that goes,
You got it, man. Shoot, that face belongs on the Tizu. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin said, this face belongs on the Tizu. Gills. So I'm with it, man. Definitely, make sure y'all tuning in. Make sure you following all these great people. But before I talk anymore, I think we are at that part of the show. I don't have anything else left to say. Besides, I think I think it is that time. Might as well. Why not?
Hey, look! Silence! I can't take this shit no more.
Sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right. Want to thank y'all. Thank you. Want to thank y'all for tuning in, listening, watching, no matter how you may have joined us today inside of this congregation. I want to thank you for attending church. Listen, before I go ahead and part ways, I want to leave y'all with a message. Too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay? Do yourself a favor. Spread more positive vibes. It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. Okay? You can do a good deed. You can open the door for somebody. You can go ahead and pay it forward. Pay for someone's meal. Have them pay for the next person's meal. Or if you don't want to do that, you think that's a little bit too much. You know what? I'll tell you something that's not a little bit too much. I can tell you what you can do. You can go to whatmaneuver.net for the time being and go ahead and purchase that positive vibes only apparel. Okay, you can get it in a t-shirt, tank top. You can get it inside a baby onesie, a hoodie, a sweater. Listen, you ain't got to get it for you. Get it for someone who can be going through something. Maybe you giving them that gift of that positive affirmation can be another sign that life can and will go on. Things will get better. Maybe for the first time in a long time, you was able to go through a drive-through and get your food hot. Maybe for the first time in a long time, they put napkins inside the bag without you asking for it.
You got a cup holder when you order drinks.
Come on now.
The ice cream machine work at McDonald's.
Everything working. Come on now. Everything working. You got a milkshake today. you know,
my gosh,
or maybe for the first time in a long time, you was able to go into your staff bathroom and they put some Charmin toilet paper inside.
Oh Lord, please, that be
okay.
the day. And the toilet be flushed. Oh my.
And the toilet be flushed. Ain't no pee on the toilet. None of that. Either way it goes, spread some positive vibes. Okay, you ain't got to do it for you. Do it for the person next to you. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I say to you all, amen, amen. And listen, I've been saying this for the past couple months. It's not tricking if you got it, but if you got it, it's not tricking. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we bid y'all goodbye. Have a good weekend. And also, I'm going to leave y'all with the classic tunes of a song that is near and dear to my heart. And we out.
Just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt road, thinking how it all looks hand-me-down.
Good times, keeping your head above water, making a way when you can.